Hello. Welcome to my page. This is your favorite coach, Diamond D, life coach. And listen, y'all, I just love what I do. So I'm just connecting with y'all right quick, right here on this live to see if you are somebody that loves to help people. If you have a passion to help others live an authentic, happy life, this is for you. My stuff don't be for everybody. So I'm telling you guys, this is for you. If you have a plan of creating a work session for yourself, a workspace for yourself to work on you, not nobody else, you. A work session is to help you be creative mentally and emotionally. This session is going to be created for you to reflect on what you believe you need, why you need it, and what you want it for. Because as you grow as a person, there's ways that you unlock all areas in your life. All areas in your life, every area in your life, you be unlocking this stuff, y'all. And so I'm excited to share this information with y'all because I've been on this journey, and this journey started in 2021. And as you grow in a journey, you learn the insights of who you are. You learn the insights of how to apply those things of who you say you are to you. And then you take off and you start believing. You start believing in faith. And so this is for you. Then it is important to know that just to know, like, all the things that you reflect on or reflect about comes from your true desires in life. And I'm a I'm one of those people that live by vision and action. I live by that. I live by faith. Period. That's it. So observing whether you are real, authentic. I always tell you, I speak the truth. I do this. I do that. This is for you. All right. Because I'm looking for those influencers that are really ready to grow and make a transformation on some things and in some things to be able to release your true purpose and your desire to give back to your community for real, or to give back to those people that sincerely have helped you, you know, do a thing or so. Then you start connecting. And so you start collaborating, and then you start growing, and then you start giving back to those that start helping you. Well, I started from scratch, you know. And so identifying my circumstances and what it was to take to get out my own way, I truly had to identify the things that I desire in life, what I love to do in life, and why I believe in the things that I believe in. So I had to ask myself that question: what makes you happy? What makes you happy, Queen? What makes you happy, sir? What makes you happy? You got to ask yourself these questions over and over and over and over again. Why do you believe these things make you happy? Okay. When you identify those things, that is what's going to unlock you. And people don't like to say, hear that part, but that's what unlocks you when you identify what makes you feel this way. This thing called the functional depression. You functional to know that something is wrong with you. So therefore you functional to know that you need help. You're gonna go get that help, right? Or you're gonna seek that help. Some of us don't know things are wrong with us and we still won't seek the help. Yet it's supposed to be, I know something's wrong with me. I'm gonna seek this type of help. When you identify why you can't think that through, then you need to go back and reflect on the upbringings in life, your influences in life, the people that are around you in life. Because an authentic desire, a real, true, authentic person, listen, that like I pray everybody just mantle it on them. You know, I might be in public or whatnot, and people see me, and I kind of look a little off somewhere or whatnot. That's because the atmosphere of my protection, I have to be on my P's and Q's of who's around me. If if by law I could carry my pistol on my chest, guess what? I could put it right here and let it sit right here. But it's not to hurt anybody. That is the actual thing to use to protect me. That's what I'm thinking. But I don't want to hurt anybody. So I had to learn the true keys to shift in how to receive my power back and how to not give my power away. And my power is me. That's all I got to offer. The authenticity of what I have to offer to a person is real. And when you know this and it's coming from a real space, a real place, a real internal movement of who you know who you are, everything hit different, y'all. It hit different. And I'm not here to sugarcoat it, but the way you unlock these things is applying what you want on somebody else to you. You don't it get real deep, y'all. It get real deep. And I'm sincere about this because again, if we all had the opportunity to bring our folks back from where, back from the dead to earth and really, really speak to their hearts and minds and souls and stuff like that, some folks will still be here. And that's where I go deep at because I don't play fair. I don't play above the belt. I don't play fair. Play fair. I'm gonna hit it where it hurt. And where it hurt is to help you shift. And so this is why I say a lot of people connect with me. You got to be ready. Everybody's not ready to have an authentic coach. Everybody's not ready to have a sole purpose, authentic minister or preacher, teacher, or leader, whoever. Everybody's not ready for that. But as they continue to prepare to be ready, like the you got to just still be who you are every time you come in. You know, just managing your own behavior is a piece of work, y'all, when you are making that authentic shift. And I'm a living witness. I manage a lot within me, and making that shift put the icing on the cake for me to be able to find who Coach Diamond is, who Diamond is, and why Diamond the way she is, right? And so the way she is explains the process of a healing journey. And that healing journey looks like you applying all this stuff to your life. We can sit here and create things up on our platforms, on our websites, on all of that, and all they're doing is reading it. They got to hear you, preferably to speak the God honest truth on what it is that they need. What are you helping on this person? What are you healing on this person? How are you reaching into this person to help this person? Or they just connected with you? When I I was on with a coach today, and listening at what he shared with me was some people still want that connection because some people are only connected to the energy of what you bring to the table. Some people could be connected to how you bring it to the table. So that's the key way of learning your open heart, knowing how your heart is set up. This is only just the beginning. If you connect with me tonight, I'm actually working on a project that I'm going to share in October on my birthday, y'all. And it is a true divine movement on how we are going to get out of our own way and just do a thing. And you got to get out your own way and step forward in doing the things that you love to do and helping people. And so that's what it looks like. All I do is talk and learn, talk and learn. So, like, who talks and learn? Preachers, leaders, therapists, leadership people, uh, counselors, coaches, just folks like that. Not every, and so but a lot of us do it a different way. And so creating something so that we can put ourselves in that space to be able to do a thing in that area, that is what that looks like. Even for our children, the same thing. Open Hearts Foundation Coaching Academy has the D Youth Coaching Academy. And the D Youth Coaching Academy is like just literally my initials, doesn't mean anything. It's just my initial, D. D Youth Coaching Academy. And the D Youth Coaching Academy is for our children to come in and learn from sorts of other authentic leaders, and build and be creative and to take back to their own communities of what they do and how they do it, and how they learn and process things. And so if you are a coach or a leader or a thought leader or a speaker or a teacher or anything like that, y'all, for the last call, really, it's not, this is the community that you would love to connect with. Even if you got a degree, if you don't have that degree, Even if you got a degree and you're stuck, in this place and you can't get over this hump of how to connect, engage, or network with other individuals to do a thing. I'm telling y'all, this is the community, the back office, the coaching bridge, all of that stuff. And so as I continue to grow in my own, uh, spiritual journey, emotional journey, mental, physical journey, all of the above, as I continue to grow in this process, I'm offering these coaching sessions and coaching and training sessions to help individuals, of course, to do a thing and make things happen for reasons, for real. And so once it comes to that level, it was my last step was closing. And that could be the hardest part in anybody's, you know, transformation, because we're not all used to asking anybody for anything. Well, that was part of my healing journey. I had to get out my own way to connect with a Zoom to ask a coach to help me. I had to get out my own way to connect with a leader to ask that leader, what do you see within me? And so I'll never forget the day we got on our first coaching, our first session for our marriage, and how this leader spoke highly of knowing who I am and where I come from in my background. Prior to speaking it within to my husband, he only could speak what he valued of within a man, and he only could speak with knowing his background of, his upbringing and all of that good stuff. And so hearing him put all of that together and connecting, even on this level of the journey I am in now, I jumped out on a leap of faith. Like, seriously, starting my whole program, not knowing which way to turn, left, right, healing journey. Book said, let me love you before I even said I do. It was a process. And so watching that process, you have to create these roadmaps to get over some things, to get to the levels of where you want to go. Everybody wants to skip certain levels and dive straight in the water. You can't do that. You're going to drown. And so when you identify that you're going to drown, because this is no joke, this is nothing to play with, I had to go and level myself on the personal development and learning how to reconnect, how to communicate with you, how to love my husband while I'm still building a business and processing some things. These folks be out here just flying. So going over and beyond with understanding the process, trusting the process, applying the process to my life, to your life, and just doing a thing. That's what it sounds like. But if you close your eyes and I do the walkthrough with you, that's what it looks like. And most definitely feels like the way you connect with people is the energy you bring to the table. The question would be, are you open minded to learn from other sources? Are you open minded to be, what's that word? Receptive and receiving things from other sources? If so, y'all, building this community is not easy. And so I just want you to know that I encourage you to start making these connections. The external diamond, I can't wipe the beauty off my face. I can't wipe the I love you off my forehead, because that's how I feel truly. But what I can show up as, like literally showing up as my authentic self, giving you these prompts, these tools, these skills, the ability, the knowledge, and everything. It plays a major part. I can honestly say I gave a group of individuals out here on this journey um, the work sessions and the workbooks, and you got to really be vulnerable to apply these things to your life and feel like that you're going to really take action. You only invest, you only show up in those individuals that you really invest in. And I understand, it's like I gave you the work. Take the work, but go work on you. Go do this, go do that. That's normally what it looks like, unless you are sincerely driven forward, to move forward, to really heal you. Like, there's levels to this stuff, and it's processing. It's a process to all things. Like, again, a roadmap. Like, seriously, you can't get to Virginia without following the map unless you process. You got it in your head and you're a truck driver, and you done been around the world. So I really encourage y'all to just see the vision, understand it, trust the process, apply the stuff that's given to you to your life. Be vulnerable when it comes to knowledge from other individuals, because that's what people like to learn from. People they like, know, and feel sincerely, emotionally connected to. And as they do, then that's a movement within itself. And that's okay, right? Somebody asked me the other day, how would I feel if somebody was emotionally connected to my hobby? I mean, I got a friend that honestly had to come back into my life. She did. And I was about to call her name. And her and my husband, like, they connected right off top when he met us. Like, it's that, y'all, it's the internal connection of what God does, not the external of what you see within a person or who you done been around or who you done talked to. It's different, y'all. It's different. So I encourage you to make this connection, because the true key is really for you to gain that vulnerability to get your power back within yourself. Stop giving away your gems to other individuals that can care less about you, but yet find ways to level up and leverage yourself to market in ways that you know, preferably, and it's possible that you can benefit also from that return, whether it's mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially. It doesn't take a toll. And so I'm creating this information. It's going to be for, like, sincerely, like, for real, 47 a pop. 47 a pop. 40. So I'm gonna start off with the training and coaching, $47, with training you and then coaching you on. And the training only comes prior to me using the same exact process, the same tool, the same, changing gears that I apply to myself, um, to other individuals. All right. And that's what it takes. So if you are interested in connecting with Coach Diamond, with this webinar, with this insane back office creation movement, y'all, it is possible to do whatever it is that you want to do in life. You just got to believe in yourself, have faith, and get out your own way. That's all. Get out your own way. So I love y'all, beautiful people. Again, stay connected. Reach out if you would like the Zoom link. Just inbox me and say, I would like the Zoom link. I would like the connection. And send the link that you have to make that payment. That's it. I love y'all, beautiful people. Stay connected. Let's talk and grow gently.